Oh, and welcome to another day here on TryHackMe. We're doing Advent of Cyber. This is day number 8. And today's room is about shellcodes of the world unite. So I basically started the machine. We have a Windows machine today. I know it's been a lot of Windows stuff recently, so I'm still looking forward to more red rooms and less purple and blue rooms, but we are progressing our way through the advent of cyber. We're learning the fundamentals of writing shellcode, generating shellcode for reverse shells, and executing shellcode with PowerShell. So, Windows is a very popular platform to do pen testing on because it's widely used in the industry. And I kind of argue with that. It's a thing that I definitely should focus more on, but since I'm more like a Linux guy, and this is what I feel is enough for me because I'm not really working as a pen tester. If I were, I would definitely go with Windows all the way and maybe just keep my knowledge about Linux as it is right now. So, first of all, we start the machine. We split the window, and you can log into the machine using remote desktop RDP, using these credentials and this IP address, which is also the same IP that the room is booted up with. There are some essential terminologies you need to understand, like what is a shellcode, what is a PowerShell, what is Windows Defender, what is an API, and accessing Windows API through PowerShell Reflection and reverse shell. So the only one that I'm not 100% sure about is this one. So we're going to read it, Windows API via PowerShell Reflection, and this is reflection. We're not really doing Windows stuff that much. It's an advanced technique that enables dynamic interaction with the Windows API from the PowerShell. Okay, so it's just an interaction relay instead. Instead of relying on precompiled binaries, PowerShell Reflection allows attackers to call Windows API functions directly at runtime. So okay, that's really it. And here we have an image about an attacker creating a reverse shell on a victim machines, essentially just creating a socket connection so we can exchange, system commands and stuff like that on the victim machine through our attacking machine. So that's really the best thing we could get, which is also called initial foothold. So yeah, generating shellcode. So generating shellcode can be done with a program called msfvenom, which is basically a binary file that enables us to say like, okay, so I want to use the first argument of P here, and we're gonna actually explain down here, but the flag tells what kind of payload to create. It is a TCP reverse shell, and our local host IP address, the reverse shells you connect back to, is the one called lhost, and the local port, which is where we will listen for incoming connection, is the port of 1111 in this particular case. And F is the format as in the PowerShell format. So I think it's the PS1 or whatever it's called. So we could definitely open PowerShell here. I'm not really sure if administrator has a password. Is it just that one? That's the thing. I don't really know if we needed a password for administrator, right? So we can just try, and that's not correct. So okay, we will not run it as administrator. We will totally ignore administrator mode. Let's just go into this PowerShell and zoom the window to size 20. Is there a program called msfvenom? There is not. So we need to use the attack box then. So in the attack box, open this is a So, okay, so it'll be bit difficult, this one, I guess, but we can definitely start the attack box. Um, so we will have two different machines, it would seem like. Windows machine and the attack box. So I'm gonna try and keep this, separated. Anyways, let's just continue reading the tutorial. So when we run that, we will get all this here below, which is the actual, shell code. This is in hexadecimal. And the size is 2,259 bytes. That's not a lot, but it's at least something. All of this would definitely need to be either copy pasted somewhere, sent to the server we're trying to attack, or it can be saved as a file, which is also possible using this command, just using the larger than sign here in the end, and then typing a file name to direct all the stream that this binary is creating towards a file. But that is not what they talk about. Where is the actual shellcode? Well, this is where they talk about it. The actual shellcode is the output above in hexadecimal binary, which start with this and so on. The hexadecimal numbers represent the instruction set of the target machine. Computers understand binaries, ones and zeros, but hex numbers are just more human readable versions. So instead of seeing long strips and ones and zeros, you see something like this. You can execute this shellcode by loading into the memory and creating a thread for its execution. In this case, we will use PowerShell to call a few Windows APIs via C# code. Below is a simple PowerShell script that will execute our shellcode. So basically, let's just have an overview of right here. So basically, so now that we have the attack box. I don't know if the Windows machine is not there, but anyways, we do have the attack box. So let's just, I don't really know if you're going to use the Windows attack box for now, but let's just, keep it as it is. So the script right here is, I'm no C# guru, but I can see that we are calling a function from this DLL file kernel, and making it a callable, call virtual alloc. It's some sort of allocation function to allocate some memory, something like that. This is importing some functionalities in a way the same as before, more imports and this and that, and then we have something like the shellcode placeholder, so you're gonna put that here, so you're gonna copy paste all of this right here. It would actually be just this, to be honest, but the first one is just a variable called byte buff, which is this you have right there, so you just have to copy paste that, replace it, and basically you can run it. Now, that's a lot of code, but don't stress, we break it down with us step by step. If you're new to cybersecurity, memorizing these functions is unnecessary, because most penetration tests uses pre-made and automated tools to run shellcode. So yeah, that's true. No reason to do all this by hand, anyways. So the script starts by defining a few C# classes. The classes. Well, I think I just explain all this, so I'm just gonna step forward. Storing the shellcode in the binary. Next, the script stores the shellcode in above a variable, a binary in the example above, shellcode placeholder. Yeah, I just talked about that as well. They're just to show you where you would insert the actual. Yeah, okay. So we already covered this. Allocating memory for the shellcode is using this function here, and it basically just like the 0 for the memory address, the size for the size of the block we're going to, the shellcode size. The allocation type is 3000, which tell Windows to reserve and commit the memory. That is just, if you want to understand everything about this, it's more like a programmer job. for you as a pen tester or security professional, you just need to select this is the way it's done. To understand what it exactly means that reserve and commit means in Windows, I'm not sure, but it's something that you can read about and say like, and then what, right? So if it's something you have to use, read about it. If not, just be aware that this actually serves a purpose. So and the X40 is for memory protection. The memory is readable, executable, necessary for executing it. So that is just a way to reserve the memory, to make the memory available. After copy is located, the marshal.copy function copies the shellcode from the buffer range of the allocated memory address, the address, and preparing it for execution. Executing the shellcode and waiting for completion. Like once the event code is stored in the memory, the script calls the create thread function. So we create a thread now. Function to create the shellcode by creating a new thread. The thread is instructed to start executing from the memory address where the shellcode is located, the address content. The script then uses the wait for a single object function, ensuring it to wait for the shellcode execution to finish before continuing. That is a great thing to do, actually. This makes sure that the shellcode is run completely before the script ends execution. What a good idea. Time for action. Execute the shellcode on the attack box. Execute the command of this to start a listener on port 101 and wait for income connection. So we can do that. I'm not really sure if we did we execute. Did they automate this for us or what? I'm not really sure. So this is what we do now. On the attack box, begin navigating to the desktop. Right click desktop, create document, empty file, open new file, copy paste. Okay. I'm just trying to verify whether we're going to use the Windows machine or not, but it seems like we are not. So I'm going to make this window just a little less in size. And we're going to do this. So we're going to create document, empty file, and we're going to open new file, paste previous, this new file and paste the previous provided content PowerShell insert. So I'm not sure about the name right now, but we're going to open it. I'm going to take all of this now, so we have the code. We're actually doing something. We're doing it. We do it. Then we're going to take the PowerShell like this. And let's see if we can just get a bit more. And then we put it there and see if we can. I'm not really sure if we're gonna, enclose this or not as what do you call it, parentheses, not parentheses, quotations or not. I'm not really sure about that because I don't really code in all these languages, but we're gonna find out. So press msfvenom, click enter, and continue copying the paste in the line below. Copy one line at a time, paste it, and what? One line at a time. It must be crazy. I press enter. I think, okay, so it actually showed right there, and there's also no semicolon in the end. Is that really true? No semicolon. Well, let's just do that then. No semicolon, but I think it's a flaw anyways. If you've done it properly, PowerShell terminal will look something like this. Yeah. And now they're showing Windows PowerShell. Which is why I think they wanted me to Now let's say keep saying the attack box. Begin navigating to the desktop. Right click the desktop. Click create document. But it is the same, names. So this is also a this is the Linux attack box. So once you're at the shellcode, open PowerShell by that was the attached VM. So now we need to. This is and that bugged out. So how are we gonna do that? How are we gonna attach the? So we have two. We got this one, shellcode version 5. What if can I expand it maybe and say yes. So now that I expanded it, we can now open a PowerShell right there. And I apologize for me clicking back and forth now because I really just have to do that in order to make all this to work. We have a listener here on our Linux machine, which is going to be the one catching the connection that will come from this Windows machine. So of course we have access to the Windows machine right now, and this is just a proof of concept. So now it says where is the actual shell code? It's right there. Read all this, executing it. So copy paste is the block below. So I think we can do something like this and that, then press enter, I guess. And mm, mm, the script contains malicious content blocked by your antivirus software. So something is catched. So I think this is now, and we're going to talk about the Windows Defender. Which is very interesting because did they actually mean this? So, they are instructing us once you added netcode, click PowerShell icon in the taskbar, copy paste it. For example, the first part to copy paste is the block below. Then paste the line below. Copy pasting the lines, I can remember. Well, I guess we could do it like that. We can definitely clear the screen. And we can, take all this. And then press enter. No, now it's bugging out. We definitely need to do it differently. And I'm going to take all this. And then we will need to take the byte array, which is probably not going to work. I have a suspicion that this is very nifty. I'm going to press enter now. We have no connection. As you can see, we have nothing there to go with. I'm pretty confident this is going to be catched by the antivirus software. And it definitely going to not work for us because we are being catched by the antivirus software. So let's go through this again on the attack box. Begin navigating to this and that. So we generated the msfvenom stuff. Let's go ahead and actually create it. We didn't really do that. It was maybe a flaw. Let's open a terminal. And let's paste this in like that. All of this. There we go. Let's clear this. Clear, sorry. Let's paste it in now, and the AttackBox IP address is, we're gonna put that in. It's up there, 10, 10, 33, 22. So we're gonna press enter now. And now it will generate some shellcode first, so we can copy paste inside of the same document as before. It's gonna take a while, not that long, but let's take all this. It's a bit longer, so we're gonna take all of it first, just like that. And we're just gonna replace all this with that. Just copy paste it. X5, it looks like it's correct. Let's press enter. And maybe it will not be catched by Windows Defender. And if that is the case, we definitely need to work out why that is the case. And we still have no connection here, because that would give us some sort of result back from our listener. Let's see what it says. It's still thinking. Looks like it kind of, broke the window, but I'm pretty sure that it's just Windows Defender not wanting to play with us. Let's see what it will do. Still nothing. Let's try and just close the window one more time. Nope. Let's go back. Copy pasting. And still nothing here. I'll wait for that. So while this is actually waiting, let's just continue retracing our prior steps. You're required to replace the AttackBox ID with the AttackBox. So yes, we still have we also have some pass errors, like at line 1, whoops, like this. This is where it does. Maybe this is because it needs to be on a different line. I'm really sure about that, to be honest. How are we gonna do that? Let's see if it's something we are doing wrong. So once PowerShell, open PowerShell by clicking the PowerShell item tab and paste the code from the document release and create in the PowerShell window. For example, the first line we could try and write PowerShell. It will give us the same window as before, of course. And we can then press Shift Enter, then take all of this and one more time, get in a new line and go back. And let's see. So now we actually had it on the new line. It will be easier interpreted. I know it's a bit small, but it did say malicious content could not work, blah, blah, blah. So we are actually caught right now with not having this to work. Where's actually the final line? It actually shows here it will be so we definitely could try and do it the exact same way as I did it there. So let's just close that down. clear this, and let's go then do this the exact same way. So what are they saying? It says the first part you copy and paste is the block below. So we're gonna take this block below, press enter. I don't know if this is gonna, what this is gonna do. Definitely take something up in the window. Okay, so it kind of accepts that. That's great. And then we're gonna copy paste the placeholder. Then copy paste this below. So we're gonna take all of this we have already. There we go. I really hope it's gonna work. Maybe it's just me not doing exactly what it wants, but you know, that's me. I never. Okay. And then we're gonna copy paste this part. Now we press enter. And if this works, it will definitely pop up here again, and not again will pop up. And oh, actually it did work, so it was just me not doing it exactly as they told me to do. Now we have a shell open, we can go in and do like, oh, it's Windows Command dir, and we need to answer the question. There's a flag on the glitch desktop, so the desktop, just like that. And then we can is there a flag? There's no flag. User glitch desktop. Need to see if I'm. Oh. What's the flag value on glitch get reversal on digital vault using port 444? Note the flag may take around a minute to appear on the desktop. Okay, let's read this. Let's dive into the story and troubleshoot the issue. The part attack is realized he's no longer receiving incoming connections from his home base. Major malware opinion team seems to have tampered with the shellcode and updated both the IP and the port, preventing glitch from connecting. The correct IP address for glitch AttackBox. The correct IP address for glitch is AttackBox IP, and the successful connection port should be 4444. Can you help glitch identify and update the shellcode with the correct IP port and restore connection to reclaim control? Okay, so we're definitely not going to get a flag right here. We should definitely go in and listen for 4444 now. And then we should definitely go back to the. I just need to find this again, clear this, and then we would have to say 4444, generate the new PowerShell. I guess this is what they want us to do using msfvenom. So we're going to take all this code here, like that, copy paste it, and then definitely just go in and delete the old one, and then paste in the new one. Now we're gonna go back on the Windows machine, right there, open up a new terminal, paste in the first, then we're gonna go ahead and paste in the second, and then in the end, we're gonna go ahead and paste in the very last. So it's gonna be, why is it just not showing the last couple of lines? There you go. The last couple of lines. That should give us a new connection on port 4444 that we are listening to. And it's a bit slow, but it should definitely work. We have access now, so let's go ahead and into desktop and now we need to wait about a minute's time or so. So I'm just typing a couple of times. And until this is done, I'm gonna, pause the video and you not to wait for this. So it did actually take a while before the flags appeared. I don't know. But anyways, I also pasted the flag in, and to get the content of a file, just type in Windows and you can get that flag outputted on the screen. So basically that's, gonna be the video for today. And yeah, I really hope that you got this far, and I want to say it does seem like a complex process, but all of this is really not that complex whenever you look at it. So please reanalyze it all and go through it. And I would say if you do that, I'm pretty sure you're gonna get a really good understanding of what's going on behind the scenes. So I only have one thing to say, and that is ho ho ho